Hey y'all, welcome to a very special episode of the Miraculous Freedom Podcast. Whether it's your first time here or you haven't missed an episode, I'm so glad you're here to listen to Mr. Bill continue to talk about books and writing. I hope you got a chance to listen to this month's episode, which released on April 6th. It included Mr. Bill and Miss Crystal talking all things evangelism, including their faithful 40 years of service at the International Guest House in Oxford, Mississippi. So if you haven't had a chance to listen to that one, I strongly encourage you to go back and do that. But for now, I hope you enjoy this conversation about writing and books. I am sharing this on Trollsey's Chapters, which is my YouTube channel all about books. And this is the first time I've shared something from the Miraculous Freedom podcast on Trollsey's Chapters. So welcome to them as well. While this conversation centers around writing, I do think the principles that Mr. Bill shares can be applied to any other hobby that you have. So I hope that you enjoy listening to this conversation about Mr. Bill and his books. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, you've written 11 and you've got 12 and 13. So 12 is going to be the nonfiction.
International Guest House. And then I've written another nonfiction called Better.
Oh.
And it talks about some of the things. And it's probably more of a booklet than a book.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it's even a magazine article. But it's just setting our hearts on things which are above because they're better than the things on earth, and being able to distinguish and have the wisdom to say, not only is wisdom better than gold, but there are things which are just better than what the world has to offer, and we ought to choose those things. And,
wow.
Living for those. So those are my two ventures into nonfiction, and
okay.
Then I'll probably go back to fiction.
Okay.
So here's an interesting thing. You talk about freedom. It just occurred to me, even I think maybe it was even this morning, if it wasn't yesterday morning. Well, I guess it was yesterday. I have I've built houses, and I've built furniture, and I've built all sorts of things that really only a few people have benefited from or enjoyed, and I'm happy with it. I mean, that's to be expected, right? That's
right.
Not. I've realized I don't now need to write to be world famous or to have great circulation. It's okay with me now to write and only have a few people enjoy them. Yeah. If it goes beyond that, that's fine. And I'd be glad. And I think that some of them are, I like maybe the messages from the stories. I'd like for them to get out.
Right.
But I'm okay right now with just writing for the family and friends who enjoy my books and still keep writing.
Wow, that does sound very freeing. That you're not, trying to
I'm not worried about
hit a metric or anything.
Yeah, it's just not part of my skill set or gifting to do marketing.
Right, it's not mine either. Honestly,
so I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm just going to keep writing
just do what you do best.
Writing.
Yeah.
And so if I write a book, and so in fact the next one I'm writing has my grandson as the hero, and it's written with him and his input, and if he's the only one who enjoys it, that's okay.
Right, that means a lot to him.
Yeah.
And that's very impactful on a child, so
right.
Yeah. So how did you start writing? Because so many people want to write a book or have a dream of writing a book. How did you actually start?
Yeah, I love reading, and I love good stories, and I find myself with ideas about how to communicate something that we've experienced, or a biblical truth, or a life lesson. And I think in terms of stories, of communicating in stories. That's just, so I would not say I'm a writer. I'm an idea person, and I'm a storyteller. Writing doesn't flow from me. Words don't flow out of me. Ideas come.
Okay.
And then how to put them into how to write them, that it's harder for me. I'm not I'm not a wordsmith. I don't have a large vocabulary. I have to look up the words in thesaurus, so I don't use the same word twice in a paragraph. All of that. But I like the idea of communicating through good characters. Mm-hmm. How overt to be in the Christian message, and how much to try to put it into just a good story. I'm still learning how to do that, or wondering how to do that. And so I'm still still working. And I'll have to be honest, I was embarrassed to say I was a writer for quite a while, but I've got enough out there that I can say, okay, yes, I'm a writer.
Oh,
I'm not
I think
necessarily
so.
not necessarily a great writer. I'm not, that I'm an engineer who writes stories.
Well, I'm shocked that you would say that because I think everything is so well written.
Well, you're so dear.
I'm
it's so
serious.
well written because you were my coach.
Well.
And because seriously, Chelsea took me through the first few books, and she edited and gave me. Really, it was a great lesson, and
it was a joy for me.
Okay,
I enjoyed it. Yes. Do you have a favorite book that you've written? I don't know if that's a hard question to answer, but
yeah. So there's a 3-set series on Samuel McElroy and the Erie Canal, and a peculiar grain of wheat, a peculiar family, and a wonderfully peculiar girl. Samuel and I are
pretty similar.
So he would be one of my favorite characters.
I love that.
But I did enjoy the story of going in the right direction. It was.
Oh, I think that's my favorite.
Okay,
I love that one.
I liked that one too.
Yes.
That was a good one for. That was set in the time of Jesus and a young man coming to faith reluctantly, but I enjoyed that one.
That was your first biblical fiction one,
That's right?
Okay. I love that genre, so I really enjoyed that one.
Well,
it was
good.
very well done, too.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have a favorite of his, Miss Crystal?
The Samuel ones also.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
The relationships with
yes.
the characters. And
of
course, of Samuel.
I'm almost done with the last one. I've got it here, and
Okay.
I stayed up way too late last night reading it. I was going to stop, and then I got to a certain part. I don't want to give any spoilers, and I was like, I've got to see what happens.
Okay, well, good.
So I've been enjoying them for sure.
Well, thank you.
Yes. And then I wondered, just practically speaking, how do you find time to write? Because as I mentioned at the beginning, you've got a lot of irons in the fire. So how do you discipline yourself and find the time?
Yeah, I do not write at a specific amount of time every day.
Okay.
I go in spurts.
Okay.
Did wrote at a specific time.
Right, you get more done.
Yes.
But you just do it when you can.
I do go in spurts, and it's usually at night.
Okay.
We don't have children at the home, so I don't
Right.
have. I do homework with my grandchildren, but when that's done, I still usually have a little time to write. And
Okay.
I keep trying to encourage him to write more. To be more disciplined and just having a specific time. But
I try to do that myself, and it hasn't happened yet. It's hard. Life happens.
So this is a little unique, but here lately, I've been traveling every 2 weeks to MD Anderson for treatment that's working well, and I'm doing good, and I'm really healthy. But that gives me time in an airport and time and I've been writing some during that too.
Oh, good. Wow. What a good way to use your time. Oh, that's great.
So that works.
Okay. And then is there a part of the writing process that you enjoy the most?
I like dialogue.
Okay.
I do
That
better
is
with
fun.
dialogue. I don't, like we said, I'm not a detail person, so I'm not very good at describing what people look like or what something looks like or giving descriptions. I pass over that and let's get to the story. I really like a story.
But you give enough to paint a picture.
Well, I hope so. But it's not beautiful prose. I would like the story to be carried along with conversations and dialogues.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Well, I've really enjoyed all of your books.
Well, you're kind. And like I said, you've been a tremendous help. So,
it was an honor. So I'll be sure to link all of that so people can get them if they want.
Okay.
And, I actually I just finished The Garden.
Okay.
So if anybody listening is short on time, that one's a short one, but it was so deep.
Okay,
it really
good.
was. It's an allegory.
It is an allegory.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. So that was a
good.
page
Okay.
turner as well.
All right. Well, good.
It was.